Well, let's speak to our South Asia editor Anbarasan Ethirajan, who joins us live now. Anbarasan, what is the latest?
In the last hour or so, the Taliban, they say that they have captured the eastern city of Jalalabad, and they've captured the whole province. And one resident said the local official, the local governor, they made a deal and they basically surrendered the entire city to the Taliban without a fight. This is another significant blow for the government because this came just about 10 hours after the Taliban walked into the northern city of Mazar-e-Sharif. Now, this means only Kabul is the major city now under government control. And in addition to capturing several provincial capitals, and I believe that about 25 of them now under Taliban control, now they are getting closer and closer to Kabul. And yesterday they were fighting in one of the small towns outside Kabul, just 40 kilometers, an hour's drive from Kabul. So this puts Kabul, the capital city, at big risk, and no one is clear what is going to happen in the next few days.
All eyes, Anbarasan, as you say, on Kabul. Is there a fear that it could be lost to the militants within days, within weeks? Are Afghan government troops surrounding the city? What's being done in the capital?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question in the coming days, but then it's going to be very, very complicated. Now, you have thousands of US troops arriving in Kabul to evacuate embassy staff and others. And also you have hundreds of British troops coming in. So that means that you have a huge military presence, and the US has clearly warned that if anyone is attacking the American troops during the evacuation, they will be met with fierce power. That means there is a chance of conflict if someone attacks those forces. Now, what Taliban could do is to possibly to come around Kabul and accept for a deal whether the government is going to simply agree to the Taliban conditions, because there are millions of people in Kabul. If there is a fighting, that's going to civilian casualty is going to be really, really high. So they can basically force them to capitulate or to negotiate for a peaceful transfer of power. So in the next few days are going to be, what we are going to see is a very dramatic developments happening in Afghanistan.
President Ashraf Ghani said he wanted to remobilize his beleaguered troops. How many troops does he have available? What kind of state are they in?
Well, he gave a very strong message saying that we are going to reorganize those forces to defend the country. But the issue is, out of the 7 military corps, or 5 or 6 of them have already melted away. Some of them have surrendered to the Taliban. Some just retreated back to the city. So probably we don't know how many troops he has, but it's all the question of what is the morale among these troops when Taliban surround the city. They basically, if you see in cities like Mazar-e-Sharif, where the troops, the local commanders made a deal with the Taliban and they just fled the city. So those things could happen as well. So it is all about who is loyal to the government, whether anyone is making deal. Taliban is very clever. They have been doing this psychological warfare. Talking to these commanders, talking to the regional governors, forcing them or pressurizing them, saying that, why do you want to fight? If you're going to, we are ready to die and you will also die. So why don't we, walk away and you surrender your weapons and we will not harm you. And they have done that in Kandahar. They've done it in Mazar-e-Sharif. So they are playing this psychological game with the local army commanders. So we're not very sure, whether even the remaining soldiers within Kabul, they will be standing with the government till the end.
Anbarasan Ethirajan, thank you very much.